National Chairman, our councillor, our next member of Parliament, Dennis Gordon.
Election nice again. Fidel is the general who look vote. People are smile again. From Active Trade to Kentucky. Do what you feel like. McDonald, Lane Dennis make the place nice. Hallelujah Dennis. Hallelujah Dennis the general. Signal now. Every talk from McDonald Lane. Macfield Kentucky say the same. Lindos Road right back to Payne. From a Dennis and the general. Signal the plane. Hey, signal the plane. Make me signal the plane. Every plane signal the plane.
Check, check. Let me start by wishing all fathers a happy Father's Day. Let me also start by saying that in everything I do, I put God first. From a chair, party leader, your worship, and other distinguished members on the platform. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm going to make the case as to why East Central will be the beacon of hope among all constituencies. Let me talk about education and training. Dr. Bvrclips has started that. He has committed 50% of his CDF to education and training. But I'm going to take it a step further. There are 515 businesses in East Central St. Andrew. And I'm reaching out to them to form a partnership where they employ one unattached youth for 6 months. That apprenticeship will expose those youths to what the formal business sector is, how it works. And once they are finished, they will matriculate to Art NTA so they can have a certification. Comrades, if you don't have a certification, you're unemployable. And I am going to ensure that all youths in East Central St. Andrew who are ready to be certified, I am that guy who's going to lead that charge. One of my greatest passion is about financial empowerment. We don't have to be poor. We don't have to live the way we are living. Those of us who are fortunate to understand financial independence will tell you that the foundation has to be strong. So it's no magic to how you earn that stripe. It's about dedication. It's about being serious and follow your dreams. I was born in Danvers, Spain, St. Thomas. And my mother and father said to me, it is either your book or Serge Island, Canefield. I choose the book. Because when I grew up, me a sweet boy. And he couldn't deal with the man them where go cut the cane and come back. So I knew that I had to do it. And it's because of that why I'm able to now say to you that I am going to give back. Because those who get have an opportunity to give back. I have done a PowerPoint presentation. And I'm going to take it to every corner of East Central to teach persons how you become financial independent. Comrade leader, one of my tasks is to lift people out of intergenerational poverty. We have seen so much of that. And it is the reason why I am dedicated myself as their person to transform their lives out of that cycle of poverty. We're going to do that through the most robust, tight-clean housing and land reform you have ever experienced in this constituency. We're not going to stop there. I am saying to the next Prime Minister of Jamaica that I am going to advocate for reverse mortgages for the senior citizen so they can live out their life better. They have a lot of equity in some of those properties, but they have to choose between paying the medical bill, paying the light bill, rather than to maintaining the property. If we can provide a source of income to allow them to better able to maintain those property, the value and the equity is insurmountable. And that is why I want to champion that cause. Comrades, to my right is the Frog City Housing Scheme. We broke ground 7 years ago. And despite several attempts to have the project completed, it is where it is. It is floundering because of sabotage. When our MP left office, he left the money there to complete the project. And every day when I make recommendation, I am told that we soon do it, we soon do it, we soon do it after 7 years. Well, I pledge, as I did yesterday, that with every fiber of my body and my soul, that project shall be completed. Comrades, settlement. Everybody know that I am passionate about settlement. I'm saying to the people of Friendship Lane tonight, you know the problem, you know the struggle. I have stepped up and I have employed the services of a lawyer to defend you in court. And I have gone further. I've said to the owners that as long as I live, you will not remove those persons who are living there for over 50 years. Sell me the property. Let me buy it on behalf of those persons. Because everybody needs somewhere to live. I have done it before and I will do it again. I remember 3 a.m. in the morning, I got a call that they were going to evict people at 59 and a half. The member of parliament and myself left our beds and went with the people. And I said to the gentleman, give me 5 days. I will pay you the $24 million that you need so the people can rest assured that nobody is going to evict them. And in 4 days, party leader and next prime minister, I pay that $24 million so those comrades can settle at 59 and a half.
If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix stranger.
And as I said yesterday, and I will say it again tonight, that when you vote me as your next member of parliament, 50% of that salary will go back to the people of East Central St. Andrew. All my life, it's about service, never about money. When I look at the 5 pain points, education and training, financial empowerment, infrastructure development, land and housing, but the most passionate is healthcare. Comrades, I can say to you tonight that the Jackden Medical Service is up and running. I gave a commitment, and I am reinforcing that commitment tonight. Not one single comrade, once you're properly registered, will be turned back because you don't have any money. That is my gift to you. Healthcare. Comrade leader, to the right of the stage is some of my Cuban doctors. And they are here because I asked them to be a part of the motorcade today, just in case we had any accident. I'm going to call them to come on stage.
Turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. If you want things to really get nice, now the time to make the right choice. If you want things to really get nice, now the time to make the right choice. Now is the time, now is the time.
Comrades, these are some of the finest Cuba has to offer, and they are here to serve us. We're doing cardiology, we're doing ophthalmology, we're doing dialysis, we're doing oncology, and all of those comrades who have problem with the eyes, we also have an eye care center fully equipped and ready to go. I stand with the Cubans because they have always stood with us. And so whatever geopolitical challenge there is, I'm saying tonight publicly that whatever it costs, I am going to keep them here for the duration of their contract. Thank you very much. God bless you.
One love.
Nice if you pay. Don't worry about a thing. Mark Jefferson Gold in his ear.
Time come.
Comrades, let me stay with healthcare. I promised an ambulance service second to none. It is actually a A&E on wheel. That ambulance is here. Those persons, as early as next week, will be coming to the community to give service to those persons who are unable to find health care at a hospital or at a medical center. And those Cubans are going to provide the service for $0. There will be no charge to any person who needs medical care. I have just invested in 3 primary health care kits that they will use when they go to the community. So there's nothing that you can have as disease that we won't able to fix. Again, it is called a life of service. It's not about money. We are in phase 2 of building out the hospital. And I can proudly announce that the container will arrive tomorrow morning with all the equipment to furnish our operating theater, it will be the finest in this country. Life of service. Jack then of the first and only Sumo Lab in the English-speaking Caribbean. We're doing that because too often our youngborn, our neonates are exposed. We want to ensure that we can monitor their progress from as early as 12 weeks in the stomach to when they are born. That Sumo Lab is a game changer for our neonates. One and only in the English-speaking Caribbean. We are going one step further. My mother was sick, had to go to the hospital. She slept on a stretcher for 24 hours. And I said, that will never happen again. When I moved her to Tony Tweets, the lady said to me, if you don't have 300,000, don't waste my time. Fortunately, I could afford the 300,000. But what about the families who could not afford the 300,000? Well, I am saying to you tonight that I am building out 10 ICU beds and 10 super studio where your loved ones, if they fall sick and can't afford the 300,000, they can come to my facility. It is for the people. A life of service. A life of service. Also, it is challenging for you to get MRI and CT scan. And as I said at the launch, the next tower will include those facilities. A pathology lab to do all your blood work, a CT scan machine to do all your scan, and an MRI machine to do all your MRI. And guess what? It will be offered at 50% of market. 50% of market. Right now, we're offering dialysis at $10,000 per treatment, which is far less than the competition. But I can tell you tonight, I shared it with the next Prime Minister. The United States government is willing to partner with me to allow 22,000 Jamaicans to get dialysis treatment for $0. It is a life of service. So let me explain how it works. Having signed a memorandum of understanding with Jackson Memorial to do transplant, I said to the mayor of Miami in my meeting with him, most of my people won't be able to find 200,000 US, but they need the treatment. And he said to me, I'm going to ensure that I work assiduously with the state of Florida to give you that allowance so you can take care of your people. And I am committed tonight to taking care of my people. Comrades, let me just pay tribute to those who have served before me, and there were giants. Our founding president, Norman Manley, Dr. McNeil, Ken McNeil, the legendary Dr. D.K. Duncan, Arthur Jones, and the current Member of Parliament, Dr. Bvrclips. Comrades, 35 years of service and not one iota of scandal. Is a man of integrity. And I am privileged that he was preparing me for this transition without my knowledge. And so if there's one thing I can pledge to East Central, that I will continue in that mode of Dr. Bvrclips, not one iota of conflict or corruption. We will continue corruption free. So my message to those, there's a new sheriff in town. And this sheriff will not be sidelined to take action against corruption. I am working with the next Prime Minister to eradicate that, because I see how it has damaged you, the poor people. You can't get medication. You can't get an hospital bed. You can't get the treatment you need. So in closing, let me tell you this. Jacqueline Pharmacy is open and ready for business. Comrades, bring your prescription. Right? I am putting 60% of the cost of your prescription and ask you to pay 40%. I go a little further. If I know that you cannot afford the 40%, you will not walk away without your prescription drugs. Because I need a healthy East Central. And I'll do everything to ensure that. So those of you who have experienced my leadership, continue to trust me, because I'm all about you. It is never about me. I'll say this. If I was about money, I could have retired now and be anywhere I want to be. I could have been building apartments. I could have been investing in anything. But because of service, I am investing in you. So comrades, what you demonstrated today, I want to thank you. Today would have been the mother of all motorcades. 160 vehicles strong. And we did not import anybody. It is all authentic East Central. So I want to thank my colleagues who came out today and support me. And as I said to the next Prime Minister, that you miss one of the biggest motorcade of all time. But we understand. We understand. So comrades, Steve McGregor, the next Member of Parliament for Central Kingston, says, I must tell you that Jacqueline Medical Services is open to the entire Region 3. The entire Region 3. I'll be meeting with all the representatives. I'm going to meet with my party leader, and we're going to work something for South St. Andrew. I'm going to meet with Julian, and we're going to work out something for Southeast. And the other 13, I'm seeing Comrade Peter King, I'm seeing Stacy. We're going to work out something, because I have 6 packages on offer, and every comrade in Region 3 can find a package suitable. And what is so good about the package? I'm giving you 3 months to pay the liquor pittance. So let me just say to you, people with disability, $25,000 for the entire year. You will get 2 comprehensive medical, you will get 20% of your prescription off. And the kicker to that, if you are diagnosed with any of the 5 major illnesses, you will get a further 20%. So in closing, comrades, let me just remind you that East Central is in safe hands. I am the champion of the people and will continue to be the champion of the people. The word is
Well
yours.
done.